Hey everyone, we're gonna do an all 12 signs reading. This is gonna be for no contact and also new love. So if you guys could drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. We're gonna start at 8 minutes, you guys. So we're doing an all 12 signs reading. Let me just turn off that wish list. We don't need that since we're not doing individual readings and that. All right. Welcome in everyone. If you guys could drop a like, say hello, that'd be great. We're gonna do a no contact reading and also new love reading for you guys, okay? TikTok folks, I'm not taking individual readings. I'm doing all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. After Pisces, I will do a collective reading in a you versus all 12 signs, okay? Anyone looking for a personal reading, check out the link tree in my bio or in the description box below. Hope everyone's having a good Friday, you guys. So we're gonna go in order, okay? And I always start at 8 minutes. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in. If everyone could drop a like and follow, that'd be great. All right. That'd be great. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at the no contact situation and new love for you guys. I hope the internet does not go out. I hope the electricity does not go out. Because it does that sometimes. So like even on a Zoom call yesterday when I was working, like when I was on a call with a client, the call dropped 2 times and then the power went out. Ugh, I guess it's like, it's. I mean, we are in the pre-shadow phases of Mercury retrograde, so um, yeah. I will put up the timestamps. Yes, I will put up the timestamps. I'll probably do them right away because I have nothing going. I don't have anything scheduled today except this. So everyone, drop a like, say hello. If you guys are not following, please follow. That'd be great. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I really appreciate it. For the TikTok folks, I'm not doing individual readings. I'm doing all 12 sign readings. Okay. Oh, welcome in from Ghana. Nice. All right. All right. Hi, Ivani. Hi. Welcome in, everyone. If you guys could all drop a like. Hi from Morocco. I'm not taking any questions. I'm doing just all 12 sign readings from Aries all the way to Pisces. If you are looking for a reading, I suggest you to book a private personal reading with me off my website. All right. So, hello from Madagascar. Yeah, TikTok folks, I'm not doing individual readings, okay? I'm just doing all 12 sign readings. Hi, Maximus. Hello from New Mexico. What? Okay, we're gonna start at we're gonna start in 3 minutes. You're a Moroccan that lives in Germany. Oh, nice. I used to live in Berlin. Hello from Los Angeles. If you guys could all drop a like, that would be great. Drop a like, follow. We have like 53 people, 55 people in the chat and only 28 likes. If you guys could all drop a like, that would be great. Hi, Christine. So we're going to do Aries to Pisces, and then after that, we'll do a collective reading and then do a you versus all 12 signs, okay? And everything will be time stamped in the end. Hello from Cyprus. I went to Cyprus a few years ago. I loved it. Yeah. All right. Ugh, I have an itch. Hold on one sec. Hi from Es Eswan Eswantini? I don't know where that is. TikTok folks, if you guys could all drop a like, that'd be great. If you guys are not following, follow. I am doing well. A little bit kind of tired. This pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde is kind of hitting me a little bit hard. Also, there was like an earthquake this morning. Yeah. The earthquake was in Nicaragua, and we felt it here in Costa Rica. So it was like a 5.4. There's been a lot of earthquakes lately. I am feeling better. Yes, I am feeling better because I was sick towards the end of my trip in El Salvador, but now I'm in Costa Rica. But yeah, yeah, the earthquake lasted for like I don't know, maybe 2, 3 seconds long. Yeah, it like definitely the whole apartment shook. All right, Aries. Tell me about Aries and their no contact situation right now. Tell about Aries and their no contact situation. What does uh what does um what does Aries need to know about their no contact situation? I think right now, I feel like there is a masculine energy, an earth sign here, Capricorn towards Virgo. Okay, this is an individual here that could be exploring their options here. I think that also like one of the big reasons why that you may be in no contact with this person is that this person is exploring other options here. This person's not making you as a priority here. I mean, they could be making plans here with you, but they also have, other people that they're dealing with here. The Knight of Cups. It seems like they want to make their way back to you. It's interesting because it seems like they want to come forward, but then they don't. Yeah, like I feel like they want to come forward, but at the same time, it's like kind of like, they want to keep their distance here. They feel the urge. They want to come forward. The urge is to come forward and have communication. But then this person goes back to kind of like, okay, what do I do? They don't know what to decide. Do they come forward? Do they apologize or something like that? But it seems like they're juggling with other people here. The interesting thing is like that King of Pentacles is someone who is, relationship material and marriage material, right? But it seems like this person's kind of like sitting in this energy of kind of like following their passions here. Oh, hold on. Let me just change the banner here on YouTube. Hold on one sec. All right. There we go. The Seven of Swords. I think the biggest problem in the situation here is that you may have caught this person juggling here. You may have caught this person in a lie. That lie was exposed. So I feel like right now they're sitting in this energy of trying to avoid you because maybe this person doesn't want to take accountability or responsibility here. but they do want to come forward. But are they going to come forward in the right way? No, I don't think so. I don't think that they will. It seems like they're trying to avoid what has been exposed here. The Queen of Pentacles. We have the King to Queen of Pentacles. That's a true pair, you guys. And the Justice card. It seems like what I'm getting here. This is from you here. I feel like this feminine energy may be you. All right. So what's happening here is I feel like you may be learning your lessons here, Aries. You know, or that you're seeing the truth for who this person is. Let's say if this person has done this in the past and stuff like that, or that this person has done this multiple times. Like, I feel like this is the final time that you're allowing someone to do this to you. I'm going to adjust this card here with the Two of Cups and the Four of Swords. I feel like Aries, I feel like you guys do have, a strong mutual love for each other. Okay. I do feel like you care about this person a lot, but in order for you to keep your peace right now, I feel like you have to detach here. Yeah, because whatever this is, I feel like with the Ten of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, like this experience that you've been through with this person here has been very, very, very painful here. And at this time, I think this is like the last time because I really feel like this person has done this multiple times to you here, Aries. Let's take a look at new love for you guys. Is there new love coming in for Aries? How about Aries here? Is there new love coming in for Aries? Is there new love coming in for Aries? Is there new love? Is there new love coming in for Aries? If you guys could follow, if you guys are not following, that'd be great. If you guys could drop a like, that'd be great too. Is there new love coming in for Aries? No, not at this time here with the Two of Swords. Because right now I feel like you are sitting in denial right now regarding this ending that you went through. Thank you so much for the heart me, B. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like one of the things I'm getting here is I feel like you want love. I feel like you want somebody new, but I feel with the Two of Swords here and the Lover's card, like I feel like you're not ready. And sometimes the Lover's card is about choosing yourself and loving yourself here. You know, finding happiness and harmony and balance within yourself. So I'm not really seeing new love coming in for you guys. I feel like with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles here, what's going to happen is that after this ending that you had with this individual here, some of you guys may go back and forth, kind of like, hey, did I make the right decision? Can this be the final time that this person is going to step up and do better and change and stuff like that, right? So some of you guys may go back and forth, whether you made the right decision or not here. It's the Ace of Wands. If anything, I don't really see anyone substantially new coming in. If anything, I see that some of you guys may, go out there and explore your options or something like that. Yeah, for those of you guys that are trying to get over an ex or something, some of you guys may kind of like step into this energy of having like kind of like a fun time summer, kind of like having fun, not having anything serious at this time here. Yeah, you see with the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice card on the bottom of the deck, so I feel like right now a lot of you guys are trying to find balance again. A lot of you guys are trying to you know, learn the necessary lessons that you need to learn in order for you to grow and heal as a person here. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles here, this is really interesting here, because I feel like some of you guys may be considering like, hey, like I've been through so much with this individual, this person that you've been in no contact with, like, would it be worth it to, try couples therapy or something like that? Okay. Um, I think for some of you guys, the person that you may be dealing with, they may jump on board and give it a try, give it a shot. But here's the thing, because there's been so much pain and so much hurt in this situation, I feel like both you guys need individual therapy and also couples therapy too. But I see that something will work out here with the person that you're in no contact with. Because I see that for some of you guys, some of you guys may give this person another shot here. Yeah. Some of you guys may give this person another shot. Oh, thank you so much, NF. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Then yeah, then that message does not resonate for you, Jenny. So Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, you guys. Just keep in mind that these are general messages, right? They're not. These are not. This is not a personal reading. Yeah, because personal readings are more tailored specifically to your energy field. This is like for the collective Aries people, right? So just take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Some people just kind of like completely have a freak out and like, oh, this is not my message, then it's not for you. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do Taurus now. Hold on one sec. Let me just change the banner here. All right, let's see. So Taurus. Taurus is 16. So you guys could also apply this to your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Yeah. All right. So Taurus. Talking about Taurus here. Talking about Taurus in their no contact situation. Taurus in their no contact situation. Tell about Taurus in their no contact situation. We have the King of Wands. Could be dealing with the Aries, eagle, Sagittarius, and the Two of Pentacles. um, to be quite honest, I think this person, like during no contact, they're having the time of their life here. They're juggling multiple people. They're sleeping with multiple people here. Okay. No, Kiyoshia, we just started. So I mean, we're on Taurus. Libra is like six to seven signs away. So let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Guys, please be patient, you guys. I will get to your sign. Yeah, people need to learn how to be patient. All right. The signs are not running away. It's not going anywhere. If you miss it, you could rewatch it again. All right. Especially on my YouTube, I will timestamp these. So one of the things I'm getting here is that for you, Taurus, you guys are definitely pulling your energies back here with this individual. Some of you guys may not see the need to want to communicate with this person. I do feel like the person that you're in no communication with, I do see that, some of you guys may be dreaming about this person here. Or that some of you guys may be intuitively just kind of like feeling this individual, just feeling them, feeling how they feel about you, what they're thinking, you're feeling their anxiety, you're feeling their stress. It's sort of like keeping you up at night. Perhaps it's keeping this person up at night. The Seven of Swords. Well, I think like when it comes to your no contact situation here, I do get the sense that this person has lied to you a lot here, has deceived you a lot, has played a lot of mind games here, has kept a lot of secrets from you. To be quite honest here, I don't really see any sort of communication happening between you and this person here at all. Because I feel like what's going to happen is that I feel like you've already pulled your energies back. I feel like you don't want to talk to this individual. With the Ten of Swords here and the Judgment card, I feel like all you want to do right now is to find closure here, Taurus. Yeah, you just want to find closure. You just want to put this past you. You just want to heal here. All right. You just want to move forward. So I'm not really seeing any sort of communication or any sort of healthy reconciliation for that matter here when it comes to this person that you're dealing with here, Taurus. Let's take a look at new love. Is there new love coming in for you, Taurus? Is there new love? If you guys could all drop a like and follow, that'd be great. Let's see. How about Taurus and new love? Is there new love coming in for Taurus? No, with the Four of Wands in the reverse here. I think it's kind of like, I think like one of the things that I'm getting here, the reason why it's no, I feel like you guys are reeling from this breakup right now. Like I feel like you guys just need time to get back to yourself, to find stability, to find happiness again. We have the Ten of Cups here. This is in the uprights. And then the Two of Pentacles here in the reverse. Kind of like the same thing as Aries. It's like, did I make the right decision to cut this person off? Did I make the right decision to not communicate with this person or respond to this person here? We have the Hierophant here. Some of you guys are still very committed and loyal to this person, even though this person was was treating you very crappily. I do feel like we have the King of Swords here. Is this person new though? No, it's not. This is the same person. I do get the feeling that at some point this person may reach out to you, this person that you're in no contact with, but it's going to take some time. I'm getting that this person may circle back around to you sometime in October or November. They're going to circle back to you here. They're going to make plans in trying to fix this here with you. Let's see, we have the King of Pentacles here and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think this is still the same person here. This person put you in some sort of third party situation here. This is an individual here that broke your heart. I feel like this person will have a difficult time moving on from you here because I feel like this person really deeply loves you. Will this person change? I think by the time that you do come back, I do feel like by the time that this person does come back, you may be talking to somebody new here, a fire sign here. I think it's going to cause a lot of jealousy for this individual. A lot of jealousy. Yeah, by the time that this person does circle back around to you, I don't know. This may not be someone serious that you're dealing with because this Page of Wands is someone who's like a friends with benefits energy. But will this person change when they come back? With the King to Queen of Swords, we have the King to Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think by the time that this person does come back, I think that you may be sitting in this very healed place, and that you're kind of like you may be having nostalgia about the past. You may miss this person from time to time, right? But I feel like you're gonna close this chapter out with this individual here. In the meantime, they may entertain a third party here, but the goal is to come back to you. Yeah. Okay. So that was for Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. Nisi, I was actually talking to a New Zealander here, and I think by the end of the year, maybe early next year, I do want to make my way down under. So I'm planning on doing that. Because flying to New Zealand and flying to Australia from New York is it's not an easy feat. Yeah, so, I feel like I have to plan that out. Let's see. So moving on to Gemini here. Gemini is at 22, no, 23. 23. Let's do 23. I don't know, 2310. All right. So Gemini, let me just change the banner here. All right, Gemini. What messages do we have here for Gemini? I have not done Capricorn. I'm going in order. Yeah, I mean, I just literally started this live stream like 20 minutes ago. All right, messages for Gemini. Tell me about Gemini here. Tell me about Gemini in this no contact situation. Tell me about Gemini with this no contact situation. Gemini in the no contact situation. You're the Ten of Cups. Okay. And the Eight of Swords. I get the sense that either you or your person here is thinking about this relationship a lot here. Yeah, if they're thinking about this relationship a lot, they're missing you here, you know? You could also be missing this person here too, Gemini. With the Hierophant here and the Sun card here, it seems like there's someone here that's going through some sort of spiritual awakening. Oh, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel like someone here is going through some sort of spiritual awakening at this time here with the Hierophant and the Sun card here. Now, obviously, there's no communication, right? I do feel like if there's gonna some sort of communication here, I do feel like it may happen sometime at the end of July or August. Yeah, end of July or August here. Like you may get like attempts where or that there will be attempts where someone is trying to reach out to you. Okay, the Hermit. This is so interesting because I see someone here just keeping their distance, so now either this person will actually have feeling very confused of wanting to come forward, but also wanting to keep their distance at the same time here. Um, at the Knight of Pentacles, I think that when this person does come back around, you guys, Gemini, it may be slow for this person to come back. Just keep in mind that Knight of Pentacles is a very, very, very slow energy. All right. It may take months and years for this person to come back around. But, I do feel like what's happening here is I feel like this person is trying to make plans to come back to you. And if they are making plans to come back to you here, Gemini, I feel like this person is trying to like come back correct, or that they're trying to come back doing the right thing here. Okay. Let's see. It's a Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this ending here that you had with this individual was very. I think it was really painful for this individual. This person has a lot of regrets here. I think that maybe I feel like someone here initiated some sort of no contact here or some sort of breakup here, but I feel like this person never really intended to want to break up. It could have been a situation where I feel like this person may have been, protesting, making all of these declarative statements and stuff like that. And I feel like this person was doing it to try and get you to react to either to initiate repair, to fix the relationships, to make them feel secure, or to reassure them and stuff like that. But I feel like they didn't get the reaction that they wanted from you. And now this person's sitting in regret for the things that they said here. Because what they said here sort of like boxed them in, it boxed them in a little box where they made all these declarative statements. And if they came back around, this person would embarrass themselves. Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Five of Cups. I feel like this person does want to talk, but I also feel like this person does want to keep their distance at the same time here because I feel like this person is embarrassed for setting a strategy into place, but whatever they were trying to do, it just didn't work out in their favor. If anything, it just backfired. Yeah, it just backfired. Is there new love coming in for Gemini? Angelica, thank you so much for the rose. Crystal, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much. If you guys could follow, drop a like, that'd be great. Tell me about Gemini and new love. Is there new love coming in for Gemini? Is there new love coming in for Gemini? Is there new love coming in for Gemini? We got the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Four of Cups here. This may be a same-sex couple. It doesn't have to be, but I get the sense that there's someone here that's definitely dealing with sadness right now. So, your physical body or that your consciousness and that your heart is just not really ready for new love. And that's okay. I think that the most important thing after a separation is to take some time out and heal and to be selfish here. Yeah. To be selfish in a way where it's healthy, where you're not running around hurting people. You know what I mean? Taking care of yourself, self care, healing, doing therapy, meditating, whatever it may be. But I don't really see new love coming in for you guys, Gemini. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I get the sense that more so that moving forward here, I feel like you guys are definitely focusing on your independence here, focusing on your freedom. I feel like with Seven of Cups here, if someone here is feeling lost or something like that, or someone here is feeling confused, like I feel like this is an opportunity here for someone here to find themselves or to find their path here. I mean, if anything, there could be friends with benefits that could be coming into your life here. But I do feel like there's a sense of someone here facing their reckoning here or facing something that they are running from here too. With the judgment card. This could also be an indication that, you're in the process of trying to working towards finding some sort of closure here. So no, I don't see new love, but I do see someone new coming in. I mean, this could be a friends with benefits sort of situation. I don't think it's going to lead to anything serious here. Uh, Gemini, okay? Yeah, you could be having a one night stand for this person here, multiple one night stands and just having fun. Moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancer, let me just change the banner here really quickly. All right, Cancer, what messages do we have for Cancer? Tell about Cancer and their no contact situation. You two people, I am not answering individual questions right now. I am doing an all tall signs reading. I'm on Cancer. No, I'm not doing individual readings, B. I am doing all tall signs reading right now. Doing the individual reads, that's a whole different ball game. Yeah. So, um, tell about Cancer and their no contact situation with the Six of Wands here. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. Um, I get the feeling that there is someone here that's trying to break no contact here with you, Cancer. Because I feel like there's been a period of silence here. To be quite honest, I feel like the silence didn't last for a long time. Yeah, it probably only lasted for like 6 days. Yeah, it only lasted for 6 days. We have the Empress here, Libra, Taurus. And then the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there is someone here that's trying to circle back around to you, breaking no contact. It may be another Cancer here, Pisces, Taurus, Libra. But I sense that, when it comes to this Empress here and the Four of Cups, I feel like when this person does come back around here, Cancer, I feel like you're going to reject this individual. Yeah, you're going to reject this individual here. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, because you know that with the Eight of Pentacles here, if this person does come back to you, like that this person's not gonna put in the effort. This person's not gonna put in the work. I do feel like this person's gonna, play a lot of mind games here. This person may gaslight you here. This person may, flip the script on you here. To be quite honest, I feel like you just don't want to be a part of the circus here, Cancer. Okay, let's see. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles came out in the challenge position here. So I don't know. I feel like this person wants something serious here with you, but at the same time, I feel like this is an individual here that is also kind of like sitting in this very lazy energy, though. You could be dealing with the Taurus here. It could also be like, this person's just refusing to change. This person is refusing to grow. This person's kind of like stuck. This person's stuck. What else do we have for Cancer? The Ace of Wands, yeah. They feel the urge to want to come forward and initiate contact here. Okay. But I feel like with the Two of Swords here, you're cutting this person off. You're blocking this here. Yeah, you're blocking this here. You have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're guarded when it comes to this individual here. I feel like at this point, when it comes to this individual, you feel that this person's really immature. You feel like this person is someone who throws a temper tantrum here. You feel like this is an individual here who is just not serious, not serious about having a relationship here, having a stable, healthy relationship. They want to talk. King of Swords, but you don't want to talk here, Cancer. Yeah, you don't want, yeah, they're thinking about you a lot. They're missing you a lot here. Okay. Um, and like I said, I feel like it's only been 6 days. Yeah. Um, some of you guys could be sitting in this energy of like just making, kind of like, just making it 6 days and then wanting to feel the urge to communicate with this individual. But I don't think you guys are, because if you're coming up as an Empress here, the Empress doesn't really chase anybody. Yeah, the Empress just attracts. Tell about Cancer and new love. Tell about Cancer and new love. What do we need to know about Cancer and new love? If you guys could drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. Also, yours is 6 weeks, user. Okay. Thank you for the heart me, Lauren. If you guys could all follow, drop a like, that'd be great. All right, tell about Cancer and new love. So we have the World card. So Cancer, I feel like right now you're in the process of closing out on a cycle here. Yeah. The World card and also the Ten of Swords. Doesn't mean that you'll never find new love. It's just that right now you're going through something. Yeah. When you're going through something and still holding space, for this individual, right? You know, it's quite impossible to make room for new love to come into your life. Even though if new love came into your life, there's this chance of sabotaging it because you're still, working through this baggage right now. I do feel like you're still trying to shake this person off energetically here. I feel like since you've been in no contact with this person, some guys may be dreaming about this person a lot. I mean, the dreams about this person may be ramping up too. I mean, we are in the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde starts in just a couple of days, and it goes all the way towards the end, I think, towards the latter part of July. So, do I see new love coming in? No. I just see you processing through something really difficult and really hard here. I see you trying, though. I see you trying really hard to move away from the situation, to drop this here, to move away from this. But it's going to take some time before new energies could come in here for you, Cancer. Okay. All right. Moving on to Leo. Leo is at 36. Let's do 37. 3705. All right. Let me just change the banner here, you guys. After Virgo, we're going to take a little break, you guys. Okay. All right, tell me about Leo. What messages do we have for Leo? Tell me about Leo's no contact situation. Tell about Leo's no contact situation. What's going on with Leo's no contact situation? With the Seven of Pentacles, I think that somebody is thinking about this no contact situation a lot, thinking about the relationship a lot. Maybe some of you guys are coming into the place of, starting to see the situation differently. Yeah. Or that it could be that like the person that you're dealing with, they could be, contemplating a lot about the situation, but they also could be starting to see that they're starting to put themselves into your shoes, or that they're understanding the pain and the hurt that they've caused you. Okay. So we have the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles, Piscean energy here. Could be dealing with the Pisces. I mean, you may have Pisces in your chart here too, Leo. Let's see. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and then we have the Two of Swords. Interesting. I don't think this person's going to reach out with any sort of contact here. Right now, they're currently suspended in limbo. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like this person's in the middle or in the process of kind of like learning their lessons here, Leo, with the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands in the reverse here. I get the sense that Leo, someone here is basically dropping this. Thank you so much, Marcel, or Marcelo, Marcella Moon. Thank you so much. Someone is in the process of dropping this. This could be you. I feel like when it comes to this situation, I feel like there's just a lot of disappointment here. With the Five of Wands, it's too much conflict right now. I think it's just too hard. It's too much of an effort here. Erica, if you're looking for a reading, you could book a reading with me on my website. Check out the link tree there, okay? Yeah, you know what? I get the sense that, I feel like you're cutting this person off because I feel like you're seeing this person as someone here who, talks a big game but does not follow through. Give it some time. I do believe that this person will circle back around to you during Mercury retrograde. It's almost like it's almost like it's urgent, they're gonna reach out to you. They're gonna circle. They are going to, kind of like bait you. They'll look at your, social media stories. They'll like your stories and stuff like that. But I get the sense that this person may be coming back around. Whoever this is, this person's going through a lot of conflicts and a lot of changes in their life here. Yeah. Um, but I feel like I do get the sense that some of like, and somebody else could be seeing the situation very, very, very differently here. And that, someone here is like dropping this, releasing this and letting this go. All right. Yeah, you may be viewing this person as someone who is, very toxic with the devil. All right, on the bottom of the deck. Is there new love coming in for Leo? Is there new love coming in for Leo? Hold on one sec. Okay, is there new love coming in for Leo? New love for Leo. New love for Leo. New love. New love for Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys could all drop a like and follow, that'd be great. Let's get the like count up. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Not yet, but I do feel like at some point it is bound to happen. It is in the cards for you that, Leo, you'll find somebody new. It's divinely guided to happen. But I feel like at this time, I just feel like you need to take some time out to heal. Yeah. Some of you guys, like, if you guys are going through this right now, I feel like by like December, I feel like some of you guys are going to start feeling better. Yeah. Start feeling better. Maybe you guys are putting yourself out there just to date around, but not really seriously. With the two, yeah, I get the sense that with the Three of Wands here, some of you guys could be, taking some time out to travel, you know, having new experiences and stuff like that, trying something new. You may be asking yourself, Leo, hey, like, when have I tried something new? When have I tried something different? When have I challenged myself? When have I done something different to challenge myself, to improve myself, right? So let's see. We have the Queen of Cups and also the Four of Cups here. I feel like moving forward here, I feel like a lot of guys are going to be feeling very emotional, going through a lot of sadness. Yeah, I just feel like, moving forward here, I don't see new love coming in for you, Leo. I just see you guys processing through a lot. Yeah, I see you guys are trying to manifest. I feel like you guys are trying to tap into your creativity here. I feel like you guys are trying to heal. I feel like you guys are trying to find clarity. I feel like you guys are trying to put yourselves first and that you guys are trying to find closure. Okay? So no new love. All right, no new love here. So we have the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, and also the Judgment card. All right. So Virgo, I'm still traveling, Miss Doreen. Yes, I'm in Costa Rica right now. I'm in Costa Rica. All right, Virgo. Let me just maybe I'll change the banner first. Thank you so much for the follow, you guys. Make sure you guys drop a like. Get the algorithm up. Get the like count up so that more people join. Hold on, let me just clear this email thing out. It's like bothering me. Hold on one sec. Okay. Lauren, I'm going in order, okay? So you just gotta wait and be patient, all right? If you guys miss out on a sign, you guys could always rewatch it on my YouTube channel. I do timestamp these readings, all right? Virgo is 43. No, not 43. Now we're on 44. Let's do 40, 4410. All right, tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo's no contact situation. Welcome in. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo. Virgo's no contact situation. So with the Page of Wands here, Aries goes Sagittarius energy. To be quite honest here, Virgo, the way that you view this person as like incredibly selfish here. They're like a little kid at the candy store here, just going for what they want, chasing after what they want, without even thinking about the consequences of how this could affect somebody else, right? Hold on. Yeah, you could rewatch it on YouTube because I don't think you could rewatch it here on like TikTok. Three of Pentacles. I'm not gonna lie here, Virgo. You're completely over this person. Yeah, I don't think you want any contact with this person. They could go ahead and be selfish all they want, but you can't. They can't be selfish around you. I feel like for you, Virgo, I feel like right now you're working through this situation here where I feel like someone has played you like a fiddle here, you know? You felt used by this person here. Some of you guys could be, talking to a therapist, talking to a life coach or something like that, going to some sort of counseling. But I feel like you guys rather take your chances in moving towards somebody new than dealing with this person again. Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I mean, they do think about you a lot. I mean, I feel like even through this no contact situation, this person has made attempts to contact you, but I feel like you're just not responding here. You're giving this person a completely different energy because I feel like in the past, Virgo, you would have responded. Yeah. But what's happening here is I feel like some of you guys may be breaking free of this very unhealthy push and pull dynamic that you've been in with this individual. So what happened is that once you guys cut this person off, you completely shifted the dynamic. The problem is, I feel like sometimes when you completely shift the dynamic and when you're about to lose somebody, right? Sometimes for certain people, it really kind of like it's a big wake up call for them to like, to get their life together so that they don't lose the person that they love, right? But it's happening. This is like the opposite here. It's kind of like making it worse for this person. This person's going out there hooking up with other people here, talking to other people, because if they really wanted you back, they wouldn't behave this way, right? They would actually do the right thing and take some time out and think about what really happened and process what has happened and learn from it and grow from it, right? But, so this is how it works. When a separation happens, when a breakup happens, a feminine energy deals with the emotional baggage of the breakup immediately, but the masculine does not. The masculine, and don't get me wrong, not all masculine does this because I do feel like there are masculines that are highly ascended, that are capable of doing the right thing for themselves, but more so if you're dealing with a low vibing masculine, a lot of times they, after a breakup, they go out, they got under someone to get over someone, they're partying, they are, sleeping around, and, and the delayed reaction is that, it doesn't, they don't feel it till months later, and when 6 months has passed, 9 months has passed, a year has passed, you're sitting in this more highly ascended healed place and this person's not. That's when they start to roll back around. That's when they start to come back around. And by the time that they come back and you're sitting in this healed place, you don't even want this person anymore, right? So let's see. We have to, I feel like this person's trying to step up to the plate here. This is really interesting here because I feel like this person's someone here who, to a degree, like I feel like this person has their life together. This person has stability, this person has structure, but I feel like when it comes to dealing with like maybe friendships and romantic relationships, this person's like really immature. This person keeps fumbling the ball here. I don't think just on you, but with other people that they deal with here. They are making attempts to reconcile. They are making attempts to reconcile, but I feel like this is you. You're kind of like, look how this queen has her back turned away from the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about getting together, seeing each other, reconciling here. You're just kind of like, no, no. Let's see, Virgo. Yeah, I just feel like you're turning your back on this with the Three of Wands here. I feel like with the Hangman here, you see this person differently in that you're letting this go. You're releasing this here. You're no longer holding on to this person, or that you're no longer holding on to the vision, or the fantasy of what this person could become. Yeah, you're no longer holding on to that anymore. Okay. Let's see. Tell me about new love here for Virgo. New love. All right, new love for Virgo. New love for Virgo. New love for Virgo. New love. All right, new. Oh, that was the Judgment card. Do I see new love coming in? Nope. I just see you finding closure here. Yeah, I just see you. Yeah, I just see you finding closure here. I see you kind of like keeping to yourself here, working on your own insecurities here, working on your own your abandonment issues, working on your attachment woundings here. All right. So I don't really see anybody coming in that's new here. I just see you guys working on yourselves, okay? Doesn't mean that you'll never find someone, but Spirit, like, I feel like a lot of these messages, like, when it comes to new love, Spirit wants everyone to focus on themselves first, work on themselves, heal, so that once you get to a better place in your life, once you are able and capable of cultivating and manifesting love within yourself, that is the opportunity for you to attract new love, right? But it's not the time for that, right? Because you're going through something here. You don't want to immediately break up with someone and jump into a new relationship, because if you haven't worked through your prior baggage, the prior baggage that you are entering into this new relationship will show up in the new relationship, and it wouldn't be fair to the person that is ready for a relationship, and you're dumping all this baggage on them, right? So do the work. Do the work. What is meant for you won't run away from you. What is meant for you will come to you. So take some time out for yourself. Just keep in mind, you guys, love is not going to save you. Love is not going to make your problems go away. You're responsible for that, right? Yeah, Six of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Take some time out to yourself to heal. Okay, Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords here. All right. So that does it for Virgo. Can we take a little break, you guys? Let me just get some water. Hold on one sec. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys follow. Let me just catch up on some messages. Hold on. It is so I'm in right now I'm in Samara in Costa Rica. It's so damn hot here. I started off in La Fortuna where the volcano is. The weather is much cooler there. It's less humid. It's so damn hot here. Um, but I love it here. I would come back and spend 6 months. I'm going to Panama next. Um, I don't understand. Use the side that is not tattooed. I don't understand what that means, strawberry moonbeams. What does tattoo have to do with any of this? Yeah, I don't understand. What does tattoos have anything to do with this? It has to deal with, I see, imbalance on one of your sides. Oh, okay. That's I guess that's great. I don't know. Um, but yeah, lead your life with a different side. I'm sorry. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. So I live in America, and so many people have strokes from not using one side. You have to use both. Yeah. I don't know. Wait, just because I have one like tattoos on one side, that I like it's creating an imbalance. Is that what I'm getting? I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, I've never. Even as a shaman, I've never heard of that before. Even as a shaman, I've never heard of that before. Um, I think so, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. My posture, that makes sense. I do have posture issues, yes. I do, like, I do have kind of like a little bit of a slouch. Yeah, Rebecca. Rebecca Israel? Yeah, I do have a bit of a slouch. I do use my hands for both. I'm ambidextrous. I am able to use my hands for both though. Yeah. So here's the thing. I write with my right hand, right? But I use my other hand for other stuff. Yeah. So like actually my dad is ambidextrous. He's able to write with both sides. Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm a righty, but my sister's a lefty. Yeah. But I write with this hand. Yeah, but with this other hand, yeah. With this other hand, I do other stuff with this hand. Yeah. So like I brush my teeth with this hand, or that, I open something with this hand, but yeah, I'm able to use both. Yeah, my dad is ambidextrous and my sister is a lefty. Um, but yeah, I think what you mean by that, we all have a dominant side, right? Either right or left. Okay. Yeah. But the tattoo thing just didn't really make sense to me. I mean, I have tattoos on this side. I have tattoos on this side, but you just don't see it on this side because it's like on the bottom. I don't know. But yeah, the non-tattoo side is slanting down slightly. I think you might be talking about my posture. I've always had posture issues. Yeah. I think you're talking about my posture. I've always had posture issues. I hope you're enjoying your trip. Stop in Hawaii. I used to live in Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for 8 years. I lived in Hawaii for 8 years. I lived in quite a few places. I lived in Hawaii. I lived in Israel. I lived in Germany. I lived in where else did I live? I lived in Greece. Yeah. Did you? I didn't. No, I didn't move. I'm still based in New York. I moved back to New York full time in November 2025 because I was going back between Israel and New York for a while, but then I decided to go back to New York full time. Also, I separated from my partner that is from Israel. Yeah, um, so yeah, now I'm full time based in New York, but I'm just traveling a lot. I'm just traveling a lot. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking for a new place to live. I don't know. But I always end up going back to New York because like it's such a convenient city. It's kind of like I'm spoiled by that place. I'm spoiled by that place because anything that you order, it comes to you quickly, on the day of, or on the next day. I wouldn't live in Australia, no. If I moved to Australia, like the only place I would probably live is up in the north. Yeah, it's a little bit strange to me that because I grew up in the northern hemisphere that the seasons are backwards. Yeah, so I would have to kind of like live in a place that's warm year round to kind of feel like it's normal, I guess. Yeah, I spent 2 months in Bali last year. Yeah, I spent 2 months in Bali. I spent 2 months in Bali. I spent 2 months in Thailand also last year. Do I love it? I do. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I would go back again. Yes, I would go back. Everything is so dirt cheap there. Compared to Costa Rica, oh my gosh. Yeah. Like in Bali, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and spending like $10, $15 a day, US dollars here. I'm spending at least, I don't know. Sometimes when I purchase stuff, I don't even look at the sticker prices. And sometimes like when I see how much I'm getting charged, I'm like, oh, holy crap, you know? But I'm spending at least $60 a day on food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't cook. I mean, I'm a New York City kid, and no one knows how to cook in New York City. So I grew up eating out like every night. Yeah. I don't know yet, Peachy. I'm just kind of like, checking my astro cartography and just checking the places that I really thrive in. Yeah. I'm not really sure. But I think that even if I did move, I would always have some sort of base in New York. Yeah. There's a convenience to New York that I love, but I also don't like living in New York either. I mean, um, Whitney, this is my job full time. I do this full time. Yeah, I do this full time. I do tarot readings full time. I do psychic work, energy work, healing work full time. So I wish I could travel alone. I don't think there's anything scary about traveling alone. Yeah, that's just me. I mean, I've been to so many different places in the world. I mean, I lived in the war zone for crying out loud. It's kind of like, what's the worst could happen, right? So, I think that, traveling alone really, it's really an opportunity for you to challenge yourself, because when you challenge yourself and do something out of your comfort zone, right? It really enables you to grow as a person. Yeah. I mean, my sister travels by herself all the time. She's a girl. Yeah. I mean, she travels around the world too. Yeah. I mean, right now she's currently living in Bali, but she travels by herself all the time. Yeah. I get it that there are more dangers for girls. Yes, I get it, but I just feel like, when you travel, you just have to trust your discernment, your intuition. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like anywhere you go in the world, right? There are some places that are dangerous. It's like New York City. There are certain places in New York City that you don't go to, right? You don't go to East New York, you don't go to Brownsville, right? So you stay away from those places because those places are dangerous, right? It's when you travel, it's kind of like you just have to be smart about where you go, right? I always say, Peachy, is to try something that you've never done before, challenge yourself so that you could grow as a person. You don't want to stay in your comfort zone. You don't want to continue to do something predictable over and over and over again. Because when you do something like that, yeah, I get it. Um, the stability is really safe, just, having a space to live, working and stuff like that. It's great, but you want to challenge yourself, because when you challenge yourself, that's where the growth is. Yeah, you want to be able to grow and evolve as a person. Ask yourself this every month or so. Ask yourself, when was the last time I tried something new? When was the last time I stepped out of my comfort zone and did something completely different to challenge myself so that you could grow, right? And I do believe that, for me, traveling by myself and just trying different things, learning about different cultures, connecting with different people has allowed me to grow and evolve as a person, right? So, I do feel like travel is really important, but I also know that it's really not for everybody. There are nuances. People are scared. People get stressed out and stuff like that. People get anxious, but that's your ego taking over, right? Because when your ego takes over, it likes to control everything, and you can't control everything. It's Travel teaches you how to be flexible. Travel teaches you how to be not just flexible, but to be able to surrender to the unexpected, right? And that's also where that's where learning is, also to be able to expect the unexpected and sort of be able to be flexible and go with the flow and just kind of, just ride the wave, right? But obviously that's not sustainable in all areas of life, but it's really important to try new things, to step out of that bubble. It really blows my mind that, there are people that I speak to, they never left their hometown. They just stay in their hometown. It's kind of like when you stay in that hometown, it's kind of like, okay, where is that opportunity for growth? Where is that opportunity to learn, right? Because as human beings, we're kind of animals, we're curious. We want to see the world. We want to do different things. The problem is people get so stuck in their ego because they want to control everything, and you can't. There's no possibility that you can. The only thing that you can control is yourself. You can't control what's out there. You can't control that person. You can't control the weather, right? So, yeah, you just have to learn how to be more flexible and just kind of just go with it. That's life. But when you control every aspect of your life, you're basically resisting and pushing away your own growth and your own evolution and what lessons that you need to learn in order for your soul to evolve, right? What happens when people don't go with the flow? You stay stuck in life. You stay completely stuck, and people think that they could find happiness by controlling everything. No, those people are actually the most miserable. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, we go through things in life that are very challenging and very difficult, you know? But if you're unable to surrender and let go, that means you don't have the capacity to change and grow and learn as a person. That's fact. And I've been doing this type of work for a very long time. And people are very resistant to change and growth and healing because when you step into that arena of growth, change, and healing and evolution, you have to look at a part of yourself that you don't love, that you hate. And this is our shadow side, right? We can't change our shadow side. It's a part of who we are. But what we can do is recognize our shadows and not let those shadows take over us. Yeah. So it's all about really being able to surrender and just let go and allow things to happen the way that it should happen, how it's meant to happen, not how you want it. You could want what you want, you could manifest what you want, and allow that to come in whenever that time is right. But you can't control how that happens, right? Sometimes it just happens the way that it's meant to happen, but it's more so kind of like enjoying the life that you already have and just being thankful and blessed that you're alive, that you have every opportunity to grow, learn, and heal and evolve as a person, right? So people need to learn how to be able to let go and also patience. People need to learn patience. Yeah. It's so crazy because like I do personal readings and stuff like that, and people they're like, oh, I need the reading right now. It's an emergency. It doesn't matter if you do it right now or do it a week later. You are going to get the message that you're meant to hear. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So when people like message me, I'm like, I need the reading right now. I'm like, this is my availability. This is my schedule. Take it or leave it. Right. But I just feel like a lot of people just lack a lot of patience. Yeah. Make people want to control is not going to help you. Yeah. The control is just going to keep you stuck. Yeah. It's not going to give you that fulfilling life that you want. And I think that when I learned meditation, when I learned the Vedic tradition, I learned that you just can't control anything that's outside of you. There's no possible way that you could control people. You can't control people. People are just going to do what they want. Yeah. The thing is like you have to cultivate and manifest what like you just have to be the person that you want to be, right? And just attract those people in around you, right? What if they already like 30 dating tried to I mean, I think that Delonta, I think that the questions that you're asking right now, I think this is what's really keeping you stuck in life. Yeah. It's like I feel like you're trying to justify that controlling is actually a really great thing. Really is it isn't. No, it really isn't. Control comes from deep insecurity. Control comes from deep it comes from a deep wound of abandonment, probably. Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of going on a rant here because people are asking me questions. So we've already done Aries to Virgo. So we're gonna do Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Collective, and then you versus all 12 signs. Okay, let's start in 2 minutes. We're gonna do Libra in 2 minutes. Mila, I'm not doing personals. Mila, I was just talking to people about coming to me for personal readings and wanting that reading right then and now. Yeah, and I'm like, it doesn't matter if you get it now. It doesn't matter if you get it a week later. You will still hear the message that you're meant to hear. There is a sense of entitlement, or that there's a sense of like, kind of like, you know, like there's a lack of patience. Yeah, and I was just talking about this. Just book a personal reading. It doesn't matter if you hear the message now. It doesn't matter if you hear the message 2 weeks later. You're gonna hear what you're meant to hear. Okay. So Mila, like I said, book a personal reading with me if you're looking for a reading. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The energies doesn't really change or shift. It's still like you hear what you're meant to hear. Oh, I'm doing Libra next. You're very lucky because I already did like Aries to Virgo. So I'm doing no contact reads, you guys, and taking a look at new love. And like I said, um, if you're looking for a personal reading, Mila, just book one with me. Yeah, people need to learn how to be patient. People are like, "Oh, it's an emergency. I need it right now. Like, I need it right now." It doesn't matter if you do it now or later. It's my availability. Yeah, it's my availability. So, oh, oh, is that? Oh, hi, Geraldine. Yeah, Mila, and I'm gonna repeat it again. It doesn't matter if you get it right now. It doesn't matter if you get it a week later. You're just gonna hear the message that you're meant to hear, right? So, oh, that "ya" thing is like from Hawaii. Everyone says it there. So I picked it up from there. Okay, so let's do Libra, you guys. I think that, Delonta, like, I feel like like the stuff that you were asking, I think that everyone could benefit from therapy. I feel like you could use a huge dose of therapy. It does really help. It's changed my life. Let's see. Tell me about Libra. Libra. Libra in no contacts. Libra in no contact with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Both of these came out in the reverse here. So, um, if I were to say, is this person coming towards you with any sort of communication? No. I mean, if they even came in with any sort of communication, I think that this person's has been showing you a lot of opposing and shifting energies here. Oh, no, yeah. I don't like seeing the Emperor in the reverse. Now, typically, the meaning of the Emperor in the reverse is someone here who is. I mean, I'm gonna say it, but the thing is, like, people throw this word around like it's nothing nowadays, but this person's like very narcissistic, okay? People are just throwing this word around like they're diagnosing someone, right? But I feel like the most important thing is that we don't, label people with these strong words, but like I feel like we should just say that, hey, this person's just really egotistical, right? So, just be careful of the words that you use, okay? I also feel like if someone here is behaving this way, I don't feel like people should be annihilated with labels here, right? So let's see. The Four of Wands. Some guys may share a child with this individual here. One of two things here. This person may continue to control you, right? But I also feel like with the Four of Wands and the Judgment card, one of two things: either that this person is trying to reconcile here with you, or that you're trying to find closure in this situation. But like I said, if there's any sort of communication here, all right, if there's any sort of communication here, Libra, I don't think that this person's coming in very stable and very grounded here. All right, this person has some major control issues. Let's see. Ace of Cups. I don't think this person's really interested in wanting to communicate here. Now, this could be also you. You're not, interested in communicating. You may love this person, but you may not want to like call this person. You may not want to look at this person's social media page or something like that. It could be that this person's trying to do that too. But a lot of these cards are coming out in the reverse. This is telling me that there's a lack of interest, or that this person's just a complete a-hole. Yeah, the Lovers card in the reverse. There's really no healthy love in this situation. But I feel like for some reason or another, somebody is still holding on to this. The Lover's card in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and also the King of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like this person's like kind of like thinking about you a lot. Problem is they're not really doing the right thing to, break their patterns, those unhealthy patterns that were hurting you. Yeah, I don't see this person doing it. I just see this person coming in with a lot of ego here, control issues, trying to control the narrative, trying to like, get you to, be addicted to them or chase them or something like that, or just be stuck on them. Let's see. Tell me about Libra with new love. Libra with new love. Libra with new love. All right. Libra with new love. Libra. Libra and new love. Oh gosh. That's the Fool card. Let me just pick this up. Hold on one sec. All right. Not the Fool. I picked it up in the upright, so I gotta read it in the upright. All right. The Tower, the Four of Swords, Six of Wands. I don't see that there's new love coming in. No. I just see that there's someone here that's trying to get back on their own 2 feet here after a major tower moment that happened here with somebody. I think that also like this situation that you went through with somebody here, Libra, this could be a situation where this relationship mirrored a relationship that you have with a parental figure or something like that. A mom, dad, could be both. Like this is an opportunity to heal your childhood woundings. All right. Um, I don't think that, you guys are dealing with new love at this time here, but I see that some of you guys are working through healing through this past situation and also maybe work on healing your childhood woundings. You're wounded in your child here. This could be also an indication that, some of you guys may be kind of excited to move towards a new chapter in your life, but, it seems like some of you guys may be trying to find yourself here at this time, trying to get your footing back. That's Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Hold on one sec. Someone just, well, this is a personal reading. All right. I think that with the Ten of Swords here and the Five of Pentacles, this activated someone's deep abandonment wound here. So this is like an opportunity for someone here to work on that. the deep abandonment wound that someone here has. I mean, we to a degree, I think everyone has some sort of abandonment wounding, some more extreme than others. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio is 120. Let's do 25. All right, messages for Scorpio. How about Scorpio and their no contact situation? Scorpio and their no contact situation. With the Five of Swords. And then the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like Scorpio right now, I think that for you, you're kind of sitting in this energy of like, okay, I don't want to play games here. You know, I feel like right now you're kind of sitting in this energy of putting yourself first. But the most interesting, I feel like as you're putting yourself first, I do feel like you're definitely missing someone from the past. Now, someone could be missing you. You know, someone is trying to put themselves first, trying to work on themselves here. I do see communication, but I see combative communication here. It's almost like I feel like this situation or this person that you're dealing with here, like anything that you say, anything that you do, you get a lot of kickback from this person. Let's see. Knight of Wands, Aries goes, oh gosh. I think that this person, someone here is obsessing over you. Could be a fire sign here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, I think that someone here definitely is obsessing over you. I do feel like we have someone here that is trying to put themselves first, trying to keep them to themselves. I see that there's someone here that's definitely trying to approach someone here in an unhealthy, in an unbalanced way here. All right, let's see. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups. I think this is you, Scorpio. I feel like ever since you dropped this person, like I feel like you've been more happier than you were before. Like you may feel lighter. You may feel like a burden has been lifted off your shoulders or something like that. Let's see. With the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then the Two of Swords. This person is, yeah, I don't think this person's on your level here. They're coming in with love. They're coming in with passion here. You may view this person as someone who is very selfish. You may view this person as someone who has a lot of burdens, you know, a lot of pressure in their life. I just feel like a Two of Swords here. You're cutting this person off. We have the Four of Pentacles here, and then the Five of Pentacles. Someone is holding on to you. Whoever this is, I feel like this person's feeling lonely without you. Will there be communication? Yes. But will you be entertaining this person? No. Yeah, you feel like entertaining this individual here is a waste of time, Scorpio. Okay, so is there new love coming in for Scorpio? Is there new love? Is there new love for Scorpio? Tell us, Scorpio here. Is there new love for Scorpio? 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 Oh, I already did Aries. I mean, if you want to watch back Aries, check out my YouTube channel. The timestamps will be on there after I sign off. Is there new love for Scorpio? Eight of Swords, no. Remember I was saying that even though someone here is trying to put themselves first, someone here is still trying to, someone here is missing somebody, right? I feel like more so that this is someone, this is a past person here that you're thinking of, that you're still in love with here. Yeah, yeah, this is the past person that you broke up with, that you saw. Yeah, so no new love. I just see that you're thinking about someone that you broke up with or that you're in no communication with. This person's holding on to you. It seems like they're holding on to you, but they're not really giving you what you want and what you need in the situation. There's been a lot of turmoil. There's been a lot of heartbreak here. I do feel like there's someone here coming and going here. Like I said, like I feel like this may have activated someone's abandonment wounds here. So no new love. I just see someone here thinking about someone that they are in no contact with and that they were separated from. Yeah. All right. Moving on to Sag. Hold on one second. Let me take a sip of this. And then let me take a sip of water. Holy crap. All right, Sagittarius. If you guys could all drop a like and follow, that'd be great. All right, Sag. Sagittarius is at 126. Let's do 26, 2610. All right, Sagittarius. Talking about Sagittarius here. Talk about Sagittarius in their no contact situation. Sagittarius in their no contact situation. Sagittarius in their no contact situation. All right. Four of Pentacles. You have this Justice card. You also have the Fool card. Um, you have Temperance. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Um, Sagittarius. Whoever you are dealing with here, I don't think that you really want to open yourself up to this individual again. I feel like you're kind of pulling back. I feel like you've learned your lessons here. I feel like you want to move forward. I feel like you want to heal. And I feel like you want to energetically protect yourself from someone that you dealt with in the past. I feel like a lot of you guys are focusing on yourself here, focusing on your money here. Like I said, focus on your healing here, focusing on moving towards a new chapter. Some of you guys could be saving money for something. This is so random here because I feel like for the woman that I'm reading for, that's towards the kind of like their mid 30s and heading into their their mid 30s, their late 30s. I feel like someone is trying to freeze their eggs. Okay. Yeah, I feel like someone is trying to freeze their eggs here for the woman that I'm for the girls that I'm reading for out there. That's like in their mid 30s, maybe late 30s, even early 40s, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's just a strong focus on yourself right now. Let's see what else we have here for Sagittarius. The Four of Wands, the Five of Cups. I think this is the other person. This person has regrets. This person has regrets here. This person has guilt. This person has shame here. I think that there's someone here that's definitely thinking about you a lot and missing you a lot here. Sometimes the Seven of Pentacles could be an energy of like reassessment, right? But also kind of like looking back at the past. Yeah. I already did for Cancer. Yeah, I already did for Cancer. So Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. I've done Virgo. For those of you guys that want to rewatch this reading, I am live streaming on YouTube also. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel and rewatch this, all the timestamps will be listed in the comments. I would do that. Yeah. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Hi, Shalom, Makaway. Ten of Swords. Shabbat Shalom. Three of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. And also we have the Nine of Cups. We have somebody that's definitely looking back at a situation here where this ending that they had here with you was very painful. Now, I think that this person is looking back at what they did here and realize that what they did here was selfish. But I get the sense that Sagittarius, like, I feel like you're moving on. Yeah, I just feel like you're like with the Two of Swords here, you're cutting this off. You're totally done with this. And this person is definitely thinking back at what they did here. But I think that, it may be too late for this person here if they try to circle back around. I don't think they will circle back around. I think they just think about like trying to work things out with you and stuff like that. But I don't see them communicating. Is there new love coming in for Sagittarius? Hi, Poppy Fressa. Judgment card. The King of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius, I do feel like you are divinely guided to meet somebody new here. Yeah, I feel like this may happen more towards the end of the year because I feel like the last person that you were dealing with here, I think that, while you were with this person, I feel like you already had emotionally checked out of the relationship. I see a water sign coming in, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe another Sag, Aquarius here. Because whoever this person is, seems like this person is someone here who maybe is more emotionally available here, you know, to build a life with somebody. And I feel like this person may be someone here who's going to make you really happy, Sagittarius. But I feel more so by the end of the year, if you guys, already separated from this person and that you guys don't want anything to do with this person and that you guys are sitting in this more healed place or this more better place, that, yeah, by the end of the year, there could be someone new got that's coming into your life. All right. Okay. So moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn is 132. That's 30. Okay. What messages do we have for Capricorn? Tell like Capricorn's no contact situation. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend too. If you guys could all drop a like just to get the algorithm up and follow if you guys are not following. Thank you so much for the roses, NF. Tell me about Capricorn in their no contact situation. The King of Cups. Okay. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. Uh-oh, I got a yawn. Sorry, I got a yawn. Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, Seven of Cups. You know the energy that I'm getting from this here? It's kind of like I feel like this is the energy of like what have I done? Like, do you feel like this person emotionally and mentally caused a lot of chaos here? Something definitely ended here. I don't see this actually really coming back together, even though that this person really wants this to come back together. Oh yeah, I am on TikTok Live too. YouTube Live and also TikTok Live. This person's dealing with a lot of internal conflict here. This person's also feeling very confused. I feel like this person's still very much in love with you. Do I see communication happening here? No. I just feel like this person's definitely dealing with the consequences of juggling you here and breaking your heart or like, kind of keeping you in limbo and stuff like that. You get the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that this person's kind of like facing their karma here for what they have done. I don't even see you showing up in this read here. This is more that this person's right now is kind of like going through it. Yeah, this person has a lot of regrets here. This person is in love with you. This person does want to circle back around to try and communicate, but I also feel like it's not going to happen. Maybe you're preventing it from happening. You don't want it to happen. You don't want to connect with this person. You don't want to communicate with this person here. They feel like maybe they didn't put in the effort here. They felt like they didn't try. But yeah, Capricorn, I think that this person is sitting in the place where they are like, what did I do? I feel like this person is definitely experiencing karma right now, and that they feel like maybe that there's no chance that, this could even come back together. Okay? Let me see if there's new love coming in for you guys. Okay. Is there new love coming in for Capricorn? Is there new love? Is there new love coming in for Capricorn? Oh, I didn't change the banner here. Hold on one sec. All right. Is there new love coming in for Capricorn? Is there new love coming in for Capricorn? Is there new love coming in for Capricorn? We have the Magician, the Devil. Someone who has to do some major energy work here. I don't know. I feel like the person that you may have been dealing with here may have had some sort of energetic attachment, some sort of entity that was attached to this individual here, and that it may have attached to you. So I feel like for someone here, because I feel like someone here has spent so much time with this person, that attachment that this person had on them, it transferred over to you. Some of you guys may be feeling kind of like, very sick or something like that. Some of you guys may be getting a lot of headaches. Some of you guys may be kind of like getting the flu or something like that. Some of you guys could be actually feeling very physically sick from actually even like also detaching from this person here too. Let's say if you were over functioning, right? And this person's like, like you're detaching from this person here, you're trying to move on, you're cutting this person off. Some of you guys will be getting sick because of that, because your physiology and your body, your nervous system is trying to, catch up with itself, if that makes sense, right? Seven of Cups. Wow. Summer is having a lot of psychic experiences right now. I think that someone here may be very intuitive and very sensitive here, but I also feel like someone here like maybe really tapped in. I mean, someone here could be really tapped in as also as a medium here too, but I feel like they don't. Someone here does not really know what to do with this. I think that, yeah, someone here's just really like just very tired. Someone here is just very like just like their energy is feeling drained here. Like this energetic attachment could be draining your energies here. The problem is the longer that this attachment is on you here, the more and more and more and more sick over time you will get. It could also be indication it's the space that you're living in too. Yeah, there could be some sort of entity. There could be something in your home that could be causing this also. I don't know why I'm getting this. I feel like it's coming from the kitchen. This is really specific. It's coming from the kitchen. I think someone needs to find a medium to actually do a walkthrough in this home and actually clear this out and and to perhaps close this portal. There's definitely something in the home. It's like ever since someone here signed the contract and moved into this home, like I just feel like someone here has been very sick, or that someone here is getting sick. Yeah, someone here needs to find a medium that has like really strong boundaries to maybe to move this energy or get rid of this energy or help this energy cross over or something like that. This is really interesting because I get the feeling that the house that you live in, the previous house that was there where your house is standing right now, I feel like this house burned to the ground. And I feel like there could have been people that passed away in that house, that old house. All right. So that was an interesting message. Um, Suzanne Geisman. Uh, okay, Aquarius. Um, yeah, I guess that could be creepy for people that don't really have experience in this, you know? What am I doing? Let's do 58. Okay, so Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. No contact for Aquarius. I have read for Libra. If you want to go back to that reading, go to my YouTube channel. Yeah, after I sign off this live, it should show up. All right. Tell about Aquarius in this no contact reading. Tell about Aquarius in this no contact reading. Eight of Wands. You definitely have someone here that is about to reach out to you with some sort of communication. All right. Oh yeah, let me just change this here. Hold on one second. Oh, hi Pre. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, there's someone here that's definitely reaching out to you with some sort of communication here because I feel like this person wants to move forward here. You know, move past like whatever issues that you guys have with each other here. With the King of Cups, this person definitely loves you here. This person doesn't really express their emotions, but this person's very much in love with you. I mean, they see you as their happily ever after here. They see you as their forever person. Could be a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Seven of Cups. I think that this person fantasizes about you a lot. I also feel like I feel like they want you, but also they're confused at the same time. Aquarius. But yeah, expect communication from this person here. They want you, but then they're confused. This is really interesting because I feel like whatever you guys go through here, I feel like this person holds on to that stuff. Holds on to the issues, holds on to the problems. You may feel like, you know what? Um, you know, we had a discussion, we thought that, I thought that we squashed it, but then this person brings it up over and over and over and over again. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, one of the things I'm getting is I feel like what's really confusing this person is like what went down between you guys? Why did you guys fight? Why, that sort of thing. And I feel like this person thinks about these things over and over and over again. Seems like this person has a hard time letting go, but I feel like this person is in love with you. I do feel like this person does want to be with you here. The problem is I feel like this person, I don't know, I just feel like this is a very confused person. I feel like this person processes things really slowly. I feel like this person doesn't know how to let go. You talk about things, you think you squash it with this person, but then this person brings it up over and over and over and over again. But yeah, opposing energy with this person here, Aquarius. Let's take a look at new love here for you. All right, tell me about Aquarius and new love. Aquarius and new love. We have the Emperor here and the Chariot. Aries energy, Cancer energy, Two of Cups, Strength, Nine of Cups. I don't see anybody new. I just see unfinished business here with somebody that you're in no contact with. Because you have the Death card in the reverse. Like, I feel like, whatever has ended between you and your person, if there's no contact here with somebody here, like, I just feel like it's not sitting well with this person here. And I feel like somebody here feels like they want to reconnect with you here and move forward here with you. But I feel like they haven't gained the courage to come forward to actually make this happen here. This person hasn't put on their big girl pants on and their big boy pants on to make this happen. All right. So that is for Aquarius here. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Let me just change the banner first. Change the banner. What? That's not Pisces. Oh wait, hold on. It's a ticker. Hold on. Let me just hold on one sec. Not make it a ticker. Make it a yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. So Pisces. Pisces is at one. And then after that, we're gonna do a collective reading, and then we're gonna do a you versus all tall signs. Okay. Okay, so Pisces. What messages do we have for Pisces? Tell me about Pisces in their no contact situation. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. We also have the Queen of Swords. Okay, I feel like what's gonna happen here is I feel like you and this Pisces, you and this person here, at some point, you guys are gonna have a conversation here. But I feel like it's gonna be more towards like the fall and the winter time. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The problem is the person that you're dealing with here is very lazy, though. Make sure someone's coming back because they want to be with you, not because they are lonely without you. You know? Because I feel like this person's coming back to communicate, but I feel like they're coming back for the wrong reasons here. Okay? Yeah, they're coming back for the wrong reasons here. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is a very, very, very hardworking individual, but when I see in the reverse, it's like the opposite of that. You know, this person's lazy. This person has a hard time being by themselves. This person has a hard time being alone. This person has a hard time introspecting and self-reflecting and sitting with their thoughts and their emotions. Hi, Lulu. Seven of Cups. This person's like very confused. This is really interesting here because I feel like this person misses you, but I also feel like this person is having like horrible, like not so fond memories of you. It's almost like I feel like this person sees you as a problem here, even though you may not be, but this person sees you as a problem. So with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups in the reverse, I see a conversation happening here, but do I see this conversation going somewhere and where there's some sort of substantial, consistent change that comes through? No, I don't think so. No. The Star card in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like if you're looking to get back together with this individual here, I don't think this is a good idea. Someone who's not really working on themselves here. This person may be telling you that they're working on themselves, but I think that this person is leading you on here. I think that they're telling you what you want to hear, but they're not really, putting it into action, or that they're not really integrating the experience that they had here with you. I think that if you guys, Pisces, if you guys do give this, I feel like if you do give this situation a shot, I do get the sense that you will have another tower moment with this individual here, because it just seems like the only reason why you will have another tower moment is that you didn't learn the lessons that you needed to learn in this situation, right? So it's kind of like you keep revisiting this situation again instead of actually cutting this person off and and moving on, or but I see that there's another tower moment here. I actually see interesting. I feel like there will be a reconciliation here, but I don't think that this is a successful reconciliation. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like this is a successful reconciliation. I feel like more so that this is like a huge lesson here. Okay, so is there new love? Is there new love for Pisces? Some people need to learn that when you're with the wrong person, you're with the wrong person. You know what I mean? Some people just stay in it because like they love them, but the problem is love is not enough. Love is not enough to sustain a relationship. It's not enough to keep a relationship going. Love is about taking action. Love is about growth. Love is about healing, right? But if none of that's happening, the relationship can't sustain itself. Yeah, the relationship can't sustain itself. Tell me about Pisces with new love. Pisces with new love. Pisces with new love. Two of Cups, Four of Cups. I don't see new love happening. I just see you guys kind of like fantasizing or ruminating and just missing this other person. The problem is people get caught up in the fantasy of loving someone for who they could become and not where they're at and not who they are. And what happens, we step into that role of trying to heal that person, trying to fix that person, trying to um scold this person into being a better person. But you can't do that, especially if someone's not ready to grow and change. You either accept them for who they are and stay, or that you leave. I understand loving someone for who they are, the good and the bad, but there are conditions. There are limitations. If this person is yelling at you, screaming at you, putting you down, making you feel unsafe, why should you stay, right? But people think that love is enough to sustain the relationship, and it's not. The only sustainability in a relationship is where there's growth and healing and action being taken. The emotion is just not enough. As relationships take hard work. People think that, oh, I'm in love with that person, then, everything is great, everything is amazing. No, it's not. You have to put in the effort, you have to put in the work. Both people do, not just one person. Yeah, someone's just completely hung up on this relationship, hung up on a heartbreaker, a wrecking ball here. So it's kind of like, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's a little bit silly to be with someone that's not treating you nice, not treating you right. And sometimes, people keep going back to those situations until they finally learn. And unfortunately, some people don't, which is really sad also. Oh, okay, so the collective. The collective is at 152. Let's do 25. Let me just change this here. The collective. And then after that, we're going to do a you versus all 12 signs. Basically, you versus all 12 zodiac signs. This could apply to love. This could apply to family. This could apply to friends. This could apply to coworkers. Yeah. So what messages do we have for the collective? Tell me like the collective in their no contact situation. We have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups in the reverse. There was definitely a breakup here. There was definitely a separation here. I feel like this situation collective was less than happy. Yeah. I think that there was a lot of confusion here. I think with the Six of Cups here and the Hermit, somebody is definitely missing someone here from a distance. Do I see any sort of communication of breaking of no contact? No, I just see someone here keeping their distance here. That's the problem, Rudes. People don't go deep, which is also another sad part in why relationships don't work. People don't go deep. There's a lack of vulnerability. There's a lack of openness. Yeah. People are unable to go deep down the surface and just show and reveal their true selves to people, the good and the bad. So with the Knight of Cups here and the King of Pentacles, for now, this person is missing someone here, kind of sitting in this very confused energy here, introspecting, self reflecting, keeping their distance here. But eventually, this person is going to come out of hiding here. Yeah, this person's going to come out of hiding here. This person's going to make an emotional move towards you, Capricorn. And I feel like with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like they're serious about making this move here. Maybe they've come to some sort of realization or something like that. Lulu, if you are looking for a reading, I suggest you to book a private personal reading with me on my website. Yeah, I'm not doing individual questions. Yeah, that's the only way that you could get a reading with me. I think my speech about getting readings with me kind of stuck with people because I've gotten several personal readings already sitting here. Yeah. So yeah, I would just book a personal reading with me. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you hear the message now or hear it 2 weeks later, you're still gonna hear what you're meant to hear. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's like it's an emergency that you have to hear it right now. But I think that, yeah, I think that I think that, I think you should book a personal reading with me. We have the chariots, the sun, the chariots, um, and also the knight of pentacles. I think that this person will come back around sometime during Leo season, even Cancer season too. They're coming in very serious. I feel like with the Five of Swords here, I feel like this person's definitely coming back a little bit different here. Let's say if this person was playing a lot of games here, I do feel like there's a seriousness to this person here where I feel like they don't want to play games. They want to have a conversation here with you. They want you to be open to having a conversation here with you because I feel like they do want to reignite something here. And to be quite honest here, collective, I feel like you have a lot to get off your chest. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot to get off your chest here. Is there new love coming in for a collective? Is there new love? Five of Wands here. I don't think so. I think that more so that this is an energy of this other person that you're dealing with that you're in no contact with. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like this person does not want to fight with you. You have a Nine of Pentacles. The yeah, I feel like this person's seeing you as their wish fulfillment. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles here. I really think that this person wants to take this opportunity or that the second chance seriously with you. The problem is I feel like some of you guys feel like you're better off on your own, that you're better by yourself, collective. Yeah, so collective, a lot of you guys are focusing on your healing right now. A lot of you guys are focusing on yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to move through the heavy emotions that you went through with this individual collective. Yeah, I don't see new love. Okay. So we're gonna do a you versus all 12 signs. So this is you versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces, okay? And this could apply to love, this could apply to friends, this could apply to family, this could apply to coworkers. All right, so let's see. Tell me about the collective versus all 12 signs. You versus all 12 signs. Collective versus all 12 signs. How about the collective versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces? Collective versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. Collective versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. Oh, I didn't put the timestamp. Hold on one sec. Let's do 1:58:20. Collective versus all 12 signs. You versus all 12 signs. You versus all 12 signs. All right, collective. If you're dealing with the Aries here, I feel like with the Knight of Cups here and the Fool card here, I feel like this person just wants to go with the flow here. Yeah, they want to get to know you. They want to have fun here. I do feel like this person does have feelings here for you. You may be feeling like this person's sweeping you off your feet here. Okay. Yeah, this person. Yeah, this Aries is in love with you. Collective. Talk about Aries versus not Aries. Collective versus Taurus. The Devil. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the Taurus that you're dealing with here is a karmic here. This person is very, very, very toxic. I feel like with this Taurus that you're dealing with here, collective, I do feel like the same patterns keep repeating itself over and over and over again with this Taurus here. So expect the same thing with this individual here. I don't feel like this person's ready to change. I don't feel like this person's ready to grow or anything like that. They're just coming in with like, you know, they're coming in as their immature selves here. Seems like this person, this Taurus keeps fumbling the ball on you here, collective. So how about collective versus Gemini? We have the moon. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. This person's holding back here. This Gemini. This person's definitely facing their reckoning here or facing their karma. They hid something here from you or that they're hiding here. They're hiding something. If they hid something, they're facing their karma. If they're hiding something right now, I do feel like eventually whatever they're hiding here, I feel like it's going to be exposed. It could be some sort of third party situation here with this Gemini here collective. Talking about collective versus Cancer with the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. I feel like this Cancer here is definitely feeling very lonely without you. All right. I mean, this person may be reaching out to you, for a booty call or something like that. But if I were to say if this person's looking for anything serious here with you, I don't think so. I feel like this is also a work situation here too, where I feel like I don't know, someone is making you do all the work. It's almost like I feel like they're trying to get you to. I don't know. It's almost like I feel like if you do this work for them, they will love you, or that they will go on a date with you. You know, that sort of thing. I feel like you may have a huge crush on this person here. Okay, just kidding. I feel like this is someone that you've known for a long time. This is someone that you work with here. You have feelings for this person, but this person's like a player though. And this is an individual here that makes people do their work for them, basically. Okay, talking about the collective versus we've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, the Hermit, Virgo energy. Why am I reading out the signs? The Empress here. So this Leo sees you as someone here who is very abundant, very wise. I do feel like this Leo sees you as someone here that they could have a future here with, that they could build a life with here. I feel like this Leo really loves you here. Yeah, you're not like anybody else that they've dealt with in the past here. They find you to be someone who's very attractive, who's very confident, who's very powerful here. Powerful with their words, their actions here, just their presence. Telma Collective versus Virgo. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of stress and anxiety between you and this Virgo here collective. I just feel like someone here emotionally and mentally can't handle it right now, and I feel like someone wants to kind of step away from this a little bit. I wouldn't say break up, but I feel like someone here needs a break. Tell me about the collective versus Libra, the High Priestess, the Justice card, the Temperance card, the Four of Cups. One more. I feel like this Libra feels like they should have done the right thing here with you. I feel like they're trying to give you space here, but I feel like this Libra is scared of losing you. Yeah, I feel like this Libra is scared of losing you here. Okay. Tell about collective versus Scorpio. The lovers. The Scorpio is very attached to you and is in love with you. The problem is, I feel like if you are aloof to how this person's like engaging with you, this person feels like they're doing something wrong here. They feel like they're making the wrong decisions and the wrong choices here, but they're treading very lightly with you. Interesting. Tell about collective versus Sagittarius. The Two of Wands. The Sagittarius is breadcrumbing you and somebody else here, leading two people on. I also feel like in a work situation, you're working with someone here that's wanting you to make some sort of decision regarding the work that you guys are doing here. Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Why do I feel like someone here is trying to do something that they're not supposed to do here? And I feel like someone is worried about getting in trouble here. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting from the Sagittarius. Tell us, not Sagittarius. Tell me the collective versus Capricorn. King of Wands, Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the King of Cups. This Capricorn is someone who's very, 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 very guarded here. They're exploring other options here, but I also feel like this Capricorn with the star card here knows that you're the one for them. All right. But I feel like they're guarded here. They may be exploring other options here. Tell me about the collective versus Aquarius. The Sun card, Five of Cups. I think that with this Aquarius here, I feel like the guilt, the loss, the anger is starting to hit this person now because they're seeing you do very well without them. And the reality is setting in that, you know, that they have lost you or you have lost them. Okay. Tell me about collective versus Pisces. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the this is a power couple. You guys are in love with each other here. You guys are seeing each other as your wish fulfillments here. I do feel like you guys do work together. Okay. I do feel like you guys do work together here. And I do feel like the feelings are developed. Yeah, I feel like you guys are about to communicate collective to this Pisces here and this Pisces to you collective of how you guys feel towards each other. Okay. So that does it for you versus all 12 signs. And this live, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donations on TikTok also. For those of you guys that donated. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel later, but I may come back on here and maybe do individual readings for people. All right. So for those of the YouTube folks that are looking for like a quick mini reading or something like that, you could join my TikTok. I do take the I will have a wish list where you could, tap on the wish list for the reading that you want. But yeah, I do offer personal readings to you guys. You're welcome, Poppy, Fresa. Where do you live, Poppy? I do have all the timestamps here, right? Okay. I'm glad that the power didn't go out. I'm glad that the internet didn't go out. You live in Lexington, Kentucky. Oh, I've never been to Kentucky before. I've never been to Kentucky before. I'm based in New York, but right now I'm in Costa Rica. I'm in Costa Rica. I'm in Costa Rica until July 10th. And then after that, I'm going to Panama. Um, but yeah, August is going to be really busy for me with all the traveling here because I have two weddings to go to. I have to check in with certain friends if they still want me to come visit them. So yeah. And like I said, you guys, for the TikTok folks that missed the sign that they wanted to see, make sure you go on my YouTube channel because I am gonna post up the timestamps and you could re-watch the signs, the sign or the signs that you've missed. Let me just take a look at my messages here. Hi, Alexandra, Deb. I am. I've been traveling since May. I went to El Salvador first. I am in Samara right now, Deb. Yeah, I'm in Samara. I've been in Samara since last Saturday. Yeah, I've been in. So I went to La Fortuna first. I went to La Fortuna and then I came to Samara. I think I'm gonna finish up my last few days in Costa Rica in San Jose, and then I'll fly to Panama. Yeah, I'm in Samara. Are you in Samara too? I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I had so much Costa. I didn't. I didn't know that I had so many Costa Rican viewers. Yeah, I didn't know until I got here. Yeah, because like people are like, "Oh, I live in Costa Rica. I live in Costa Rica." I'm here. I'm there. You know, what time is it right now? It's like 11:30 here. It's a beautiful beach. Yeah, I go there and watch the sunset all the time. It's definitely more quiet here because I've never been to Tamarindo, but I heard that it's like more touristy and that there's more people there. Say hi to Pedro. Where's Pedro? I'm just gonna take this off and hold this. But I am mic'd in. I'm not mic'd in for TikTok, but I'm only mic'd in for my computer. I definitely want to come back again at some point because I really like it here. I want to spend more time here. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna sign off here and meditate. The personal readings that I got, I think I'm just gonna get them out of the way and do them for people because these are the pre-recorded video ones. Um, and then like I said, I'm gonna see how I feel later. Maybe I'll come back on to do some live readings on TikTok. So I'll see how I feel. All right, you guys, I'm gonna sign off TikTok. Guys, thank you so much. Bye. I'm gonna sign off on YouTube. Bye, guys.